Hi, I'm Sam. I think early on in my career there was a little bit more time with television to prep a role. I think now everything happens so quickly and you have to kind of find a character very quickly with the resources you have, whether it's the showrunner, the writer, the director. Often you work with multiple directors, and everyone has a different opinion, so you have to make sure you're confident in yourself and your interpretation of the script and the character. So I think in that regard, a movie you often get well in advance, weeks and weeks, months and months with the script, and you can, work. You know all your lines ages before. You can then play around with it. You know them so well that you can forget them, so they're very spontaneous. You can, spend a long time, hopefully, if you're lucky, with the director. And the other cast members. If you're playing a mother, you might want to hang out with the kids a bit because you're playing that mum, and you want it to be that if you touch them in a scene, they're not going to be like, whoa, so that you can feel completely free and at ease in that environment. You might want to hang out with the crew a bit if they're in town before you're shooting it, just so you feel comfortable with each other. TV, it's not, you don't get as much time. I think Alpha's extraordinary. It's interesting you call her evil. You okay? I don't see her as evil personally. I think that it's the apocalypse. People are doing, and a lot of the characters on the show have done very questionable things in order to survive. She's very menacing. She's part of a cult. In a way, so she's the leader of that cult. So we only ever really see, as far as I'm aware, the business Alpha. We see her at work. It's very rare you see private Alpha and the woman she was before. I'm not defending her actions, but I think it's interesting how a show will brilliantly edit the music and the point of view of the characters, because the way that we play the Whisperers might be that we don't think we're the bad guys. We're just we're getting revenge, and I was quite young, and I was offered a part in a soap opera, a very, very successful soap opera in the UK. And I turned around to my stepdad and I said, "Oh, I've been offered this part in this soap opera, really good role." And I'd just done a couple of plays, and I said, "But I always want to be in the movies." Frank, that's his name. And Frank was like, and back then, if you did a soap opera, there's no way ever you'd be taken seriously and you'd get a part in a movie. And he said, "Well, what are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm going to turn it down." And I was turning down regular money, fame, a chance to not really worry. Maybe I could buy myself an apartment, if I saved. And I was like, I think I must have been like 17. And then things would come in and I'd turn them down, and I was grafting and grafting. I did television, but I think it was about, I wanted to follow my dream and to be respected and have the opportunity to be the best I can be, and always challenge myself. And sometimes that means making really, you don't realise it at the time, sacrifices, and being not afraid to say no.